I decided to become a firearm owner because of the fact that I'm used to just having to be my own man. Being a black woman in America is dangerous. We are the most unprotected, the most unrespected race on this earth, the most unrespected being on this earth. And therefore, I chose to just make a stand about it. Why be a sheep if you can be a wolf with the rest of them? My next step was I've always been the kind of person to just go above and beyond with whatever I do. And I just didn't want to just be a responsible firearm owner, but I saw an awesome power in being able to train and teach other people on the responsibilities of it, as well as the respect of having a firearm in your life and what it can actually do for you and what it can mean for you, as well as the responsibilities that come after after you may have to use it. There is not a lot of representation for us out there, so you have to be the change that you want to see. Okay, this process, it taught me a lot about myself. I will say definitely that when I was training for this certification, I had to take a step back because I got a little bit overwhelmed at the thought of being this responsible over something this weighted, and is not to be taken lightly at all whatsoever. So when I do teach people how to use their firearms, I stress the importance of not having to use it, but knowing when you need to use it and the responsibilities that come along with it. So that, like I said, I really wasn't expecting to be overwhelmed by that portion of it, but that just made me realize how much I did respect what I was actually getting myself into. The two most important things for a new firearms owner, I would say, are proper grip and proper stance. I've been in the range and so in a few different ranges, and I've seen people just kind of cowboy it out. You know, I've seen people do what we see on TV, on movies, and it doesn't work like that in the real world. So if you learn how to properly stand and hold your ground and maintain that stance, and also how to properly grip your firearm, it'll take a lot of the guesswork out of it. The hardest thing for me to learn in this process, that's a really great question. I would just have to go back to the overwhelming responsibility of having this course, of being able to teach this course, because you also have to be able to gauge where people are in your classes and know when, how our instructor said, when your teacup is full, because when your teacup is full, there's no room else to put anything else in it. So for me, it would just be knowing my class, knowing my clientele. I hope to accomplish to help black women and black girls defend themselves and protect their families. That's why I got into it in the first place. I'm in a place to where I can't rely on anyone to have my back. And that's what it is to be a black woman in America. We cannot rely on anyone to have our backs. And that's a scary feeling, especially when we have everyone else's back, we protect everyone else, and we cover and maintain so much. So to be able to be this center of responsibility for everyone, but have no one have our backs, respectively, that gave me the push and the wherewithal to do what I'm doing right now. So I would love to empower all my sisters out there to just do it. It can be scary if you allow it to be, but it's just like anything else, just like school. Once you learn how to do it, then you know what you're doing. My last message about firearm ownership is, if you're going to do it, be knowledgeable. Seek training. Training is important. Go to the range. There are a few things to know, but I would definitely refer anyone to get a firearm, especially if you have a family. Things can happen all the time, especially these days. You never ever know if your ticket is called up next. So just protect yourself and respect others, and pray that you never ever have to draw down on anyone.